Welcome students. In previous class we have seen about the circular welds when subjected to bending and torsion. Let us move further to other cases wherein object is subjected to both bending and torsion. Let us see it through an example. A bracket is welded to a vertical plate as shown in the figure. Determine the size of the welds if tau permissible is 70 Newton per mm square. From the figure given, we can see that there is a bracket which is mounted on this rigid wall by means of welded joint. The load applied to the bracket is eccentric from welding by 300 mm. Due to this loading of 50 kN, this weld will be subjected to shear. Also, as the load is eccentric from the weld by 300 mm, this will also induce bending stresses on the weld, as we have also seen in the previous cases. Hence, the total stresses or the resultant stress acting on this weld will be a combination of shear stress as well as bending stress. Taking into account the shear stress, I will get stress is equal to P by A, which will be equal to the load given to us as is 50 kilonewton divided by area of the weld, which is going to be sheared off. So from the side view we can see that the total area of the weld will be 400, that is the length of the weld, multiplied by thickness of the weld, that is T. So I will write area as 400 into T. Similar kind of weld is also on this side. So area of this weld will also be 400 into T, that is length multiplied by throat thickness. So it is plus 400 into T. On solving this expression, I will get 50 multiplied by 10 raised to 3 divided by 800 T, or I can write it is 62.5 divided by T Newton per mm square. Let this be equation number 1. Considering the bending stresses, we have sigma b is equal to m into y divided by I. M is the moment caused by the force due to eccentricity. So I can write therefore m is equal to P, that is force, multiplied by the eccentricity distance, that is 300. Y is the distance of the farthest point from the CG. So from figure we can see that this is my CG exactly at center because the figure is symmetric about both the axes. So from CG, farthermost point is this. So in y direction, the distance of this point from CG will be 400 divided by 2, that is 200. So I will write y is equal to 400 by 2, that is 200 mm. I is moment of inertia of the weld about the centroidal axis or about x-axis. So from there I will get I is equal to, now this we are considering it as a rectangular weld. Hence the moment of inertia of this rectangle about this axis will be BD cube divided by 12. So I will get B is T multiplied by D is 400 cube divided by 12. Similarly, for this weld BD cube by 12, that is T multiplied by 400 cube divided by 12. Solving this expression, I will get I is equal to 10.67 into 10 raised to 6 T mm raised to 4. We got all the values required, that is m, y and I. Substituting all the values in sigma b, I will get sigma b is equal to 50 into 10 raised to 3 multiplied by 300 multiplied by 200 divided by 10.67 into 10 raised to 6 T, which is equal to 281.16 divided by T Newton per mm square. Let this be equation number 2. From equation 1 we got shear stress induced. From equation 2 we got bending stress induced. tau is equal to half square root sigma b square plus 4 tau square, which will be equal to half square root sigma b we got as 281.16 by t the whole square plus 4 tau we got as 62.5 by t the whole square. Value of tau, that is permissible shear stress, is given to us in the question as 70. So equating this entire term by 70, I will get the value of T as 2.2 mm. In the question we were required to find out the size of the welds, that is H. So from the relation T is equal to 0.707 H, I will get value of H as 3.11 mm, or I can write H is approximately equal to 4 mm. This completes the solution. As we considered this as a rectangle, we wrote the moment of inertia of this rectangle about this axis is BD cube by 12. Hence we wrote it as T into 400 cube divided by 12. Similarly for this weld. We can also use the standard formula given from PSG page number 11.5 for this standard type of weld. Referring to PSG page number 11.5, the second figure, it is given like this, which is matching with our question. The value in the second column says as section modulus, that is Z. So we are given section modulus Z is equal to D square by 3. At the top of the page, it is also given that treating this weld as a line. When they treat this weld as a line, they do not consider the thickness. But we have considered the thickness of the weld as T. Hence I will write Z is equal to D square by 3 multiplied by T. In their case, they have considered T as 1. We need the value of I. So we know that Z or section modulus is equal to I by Y, or I can write, or I is equal to section modulus multiplied by Y, which I will get D square into T by 3 multiplied by Y is the distance from CG to the farthest point. Hence I can write it as D by 2. I is equal to D cube T by 6. D we are given as 400 cube multiplied by T divided by 6. On solving this, I will get I is equal to 10.67 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 T, which is same which we got earlier. So henceforth we will be using the formulas given on PSG page number 11.5 for finding out moment of inertia. If that particular weld which is given in the question is not available in PSG, then we will find it by regular concept.